Hi, I'm going to do a quick demo how to import a GPX file into this cycling app called Cadence and how to enable its navigation capability. So let's start. And you can see here I have two apps. One is the right with GPS and one with Cadence. So in here, in order to add a new route, you go to their setting, you scroll down a little bit, under the computer section, there's this route and navigation. You click on that, and here are some of the existing route I have. So in order to import a GPX file, you will click on the add route. But before that, so I will go back to my right with GPS application. And you can see right now under the route, I have a whole bunch of different ones that I created for my right with GPS. So say I want to do this one, I'm going to click on this one. And I want to export it, I will click on the three dots on the upper right hand side, and you see there's export GPX. Click on that. It will ask you where you want to do it. So I'm going to say save to file and say save. Okay, so we have this, and now I'm done. I'm going back to Cadence. Then I want to say add route. You say, hey, I want to import a GPX. I want to select a GPX file. And there is on my phone. So now it shows all the basic information. You can even change the name if you like I call it home loop. Maybe I can say mini or something, right? So whatever you want to call it. Then I say done, and you can move around a little bit to see. And Cadence is solely rely on map box for its navigation and mapping feature. So I'm going to do a save here. And here you will see that the home loop mini does not have the cycling symbol nor the diamond direction there, because by default GPX file does not contain navigation cues. So we have to create one here. So I click on that. And I want to click on the navigation button on the upper left hand side. And you also can offline the map. So, but let's just say I want to focus on the navigation. So what it does is bring in the map itself, and you can increase the size, reduce it by using your finger. Just use it as like regular iPhone application. And you have an option to say I want to create waypoints, and there is this thing called auto match, right? And if you do that, it will give you a warning, say, are you sure? Because if you use this feature, it may create a lot of waypoints, all right? And what happened is in the app, according to its creator, Ryan, for every waypoint, the app will consult with the map box and try to find the best route between waypoints. So if I go ahead and do an auto match, And you say, okay, it's created, but make sure everything's good. I say, okay. And if I click on edit waypoint, then you can see the auto match create a whole bunch for a very simple route. This route is only 2.5 miles loop. You create a whole bunch of them. So what you could do, what I have found is if I could just go ahead and start to delete them, right? Like if my waypoint, if I expand it out, like my starting point one with the green dot is, I don't need 2, 3, and 4. I don't need so many waypoints here. And I'm just going to start delete them. And every time you click delete one, it will just resort. And you see that I'm continuing to delete the 2, another 2, until, okay, this is the one I want to keep, say. I expand it in a little bit more, right? I don't need 3, so I'm deleting 3, for example. I want to keep 3, say. I want to keep 4. I want to keep 5. But I don't need 6, 7, 9, 8, 9, all those, right? But you got the point. So what you want to do is maybe clean up the map, all the auto waypoint. And the reason I'm using, say I want to save now. If I save now, let's say. Now notice that the home loop mini now have the cycling symbol and the navigation symbol. So if I now click on it, I can go back to here. You can do all kinds of stuff, right? Like if I click on navigation, I can now edit waypoints. I can even remove the match. And interesting. So I thought you can have manual. You will have the manual waypoint available. Oh, actually, let me try this real quick. So I want to start here. You can just click on it. Yeah, that's how you create manual waypoint. Like you don't need to use the auto waypoint. And you can see also, you can have up to 250 waypoints here, right? And so in my case earlier, for such a simple route, I say, okay, I want to create one, I want to create another one here, right? And I want to create another one here. Again, Mapbox use those waypoints to guide you through it and also figure out what is the best route between waypoint on the fly. So you want to strategically plan your waypoint, right? So in here, usually I just click on where I want to be. So for example, this is an overlapping segment for outgoing and incoming, but I want to do the loop counterclockwise or clockwise. So I want to do another waypoint here to force Mapbox to say, force a turn here. Otherwise, you probably will get confused. So usually I just create waypoint in where the turns are. And you can see it's pretty easy to do that. And then here, I want to say from 12 to 13, I want to create another one here. So then Mapbox knows, oh, this guy wants to make a turn. Right? So maybe I want to add another one here, and eventually somewhere close to the destination. What I learned, if I click too close to the destination, and say if the starting point and destination are too close, when you start, I'm going to save here. when you start the navigation part, you would just say, hey, you have already arrived at your destination. And that's not what I want. So once that's created, and going back, right, now you got this navigation capability. Now you go back, you can select route, you can select which particular route you want. And once you start, and you can move to navigation, it will start showing you the navigation portion of it. Of course, you can go to the map if it works in this case. Yep, it will show you the map. That's how you kind of set up your route, and you can auto pause, finish it, and I didn't do it. You can either resume activity, save activity, or on the upper right hand side there's a little discard. You can click on the discard and discarding it. Right, well, I hope this is helpful, and that's how I was able to kind of import GPX. I have not tried to use the app itself to create a custom route. There's no web page interface to do this because for the app there's no user account. So if you're concerned about privacy and all that, I think you're safe. Anyhow, that's how I learned to set up the route. I think the ability to be able to import GPX file and start navigation is very important.